Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a tour of all my vinyls, kind of just showing you my collection really. I've got quite a varied array of different artists, although I've got a few more of certain artists obviously, because everyone has their favourites. I never actually play any of these records because I don't have a record player. That does look like a record player. It's not, it's a trumpet. It just sits on there because it kind of looks like one. But I do that because I really don't want to scratch them. I don't want to ruin them. I kind of just like owning them because kind of like a piece of your Spotify playlist that you can hold and actually own instead of it just being on your phone. I also think that the album covers kind of like art, so a lot of them it's less about that being my favorite album, more about I like the album cover. So let's get started. Now you've already seen me wave this about, but this is Tyler the Creator, one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite albums in general. Then I have Billie Eilish. Everyone's been through a Billie Eilish phase. I just happen to still be in that Billie Eilish phase, and I probably will be in it for the rest of my life. But this is a signed Billie Eilish album. I have a classic Jerry Cinnamon 10-inch, I believe. This has got Sun Queen and Cantor on. Then going back to Billie Eilish, of course, I've got a Billie Eilish picture disc. I believe Spotify released these, although I might be mistaken. I don't remember. But it is very cool. It's so much cooler than like the rest of the albums. I love picture disc. Then I've got one of my favourite bands just purely because my best memories are associated with this band. This is Circle Waves, but this is signed. I bought this from their website. I didn't get it signed specifically from them, but it is still a really cool piece to own. I kind of want to get this framed and hung up. Then we move on to my genuine favourite artist of all time, Jamie T, and I've got 3 here I'm going to show you. This is just a Carry On the Grudge album. It's got one of my favourite songs on, The Prophet, and then I've got 2 12-inch singles. I've got Zombie and Rabbit Hole. I love this album cover. Love this album cover as well. These are probably my 2 favourite vinyls. In terms of the fact that they're Jamie T and the album cover is really cool, that's probably all there is about that. I have The Smiths. I actually have quite a few Morrissey and The Smiths vinyls here. Just kind of briefly show them. I've got Self-Titled actually, which is pretty cool. I really like the cover for this. Then we move on to some more Manchester bands. Manchester Classic, Cortinas. I actually had to buy this because I wanted tickets for a gig and you had to get either a CD or a vinyl with it, so I got the new Cortinas vinyl with it. Never actually ended up at that gig because you had to be 18 or over, and I wasn't 18 or over, so this one, Smith's vinyl, quite a few there. I'll show you probably one of the coolest vinyls. That's probably why it's in a frame. It's signed by everyone. Happy Mondays vinyl. I'll show that further. How cool is that? I love it. Next, I have every single Panic at the Disco album that they've made in vinyl form. I definitely had the world's biggest Panic at the Disco phase. Love Panic at the Disco. I'll show you the coolest ones, won't show you every single one. This is probably my least favourite album, but I do have limited edition red vinyl Pray for the Wicked, although I'm never going to see the actual vinyl because I'm never going to open it, but it is. The vinyl is in fact red. Pretty Odd, probably the best Panic at the Disco album there is. A Few of You Can't Sweat Out might be a close second, but Pretty Odd is a banger. I'll actually show you the Few of You Can't Sweat Out vinyl as well. Just the classic, it's the album. And then I actually have 2 of these. Limited edition live album of the Panic at the Disco Death of the Bachelor tour, the live recording they did, and this has a live version of Bohemian Rhapsody on. And if you've heard the actual recorded cover of Death of a Bachelor by Panic at the Disco, it's rubbish, but the version on this is really good, so that's why I like this album. It's also good because it's a mix of all the songs, and he's very good live. Amazing live. Tom Jones, Stan, absolutely stan Tom Jones. This is a live vinyl. I actually don't know anything about this vinyl, but I just know I needed it because it's Tom Jones. 21 Pilots 10-inch triple EP. For Trench, it's got Jumpsuit Levitate and Nico and the Niners on. Don't remember when I got this. Actually, no, I got this when the album came out. And I think they were doing like those little bundle things, and that came in one of the bundles, along with a bandana. So I own a 21 Pilots bandana somewhere. Again, Billie Eilish. This is such a good album. All her songs are amazing. She has not released a bad song yet. I have another Cortinas vinyl. This has my favourite Cortinas song on the opener. I love that song. Probably one of my least favourite looking albums, but it has the opener on, so I love it. I think I'll finish this off with the album that used to be my favourite when I was like 14, 13, and that is Vessel by 21 Pilots. I've also got Blurry Face here. Classics. They are amazing albums. I still love 21 Pilots. Just don't listen to them that much anymore. In fact, my music taste is actually very different than what my vinyl collection is. I feel like there's quite a big difference between what you collect on vinyl and then what you actually listen to, because I listen to more individual songs at the moment rather than full albums. So it's harder to buy vinyls for individual songs you like. So when I find actual bands and artists I like, where I like all of the music, then that's when I go buying vinyls for them, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of it. Just showing you a bit into my vinyl collection, doing a little tour of some of my favourites. So thank you for watching.